Thursday morning. It is our time for confessions. We have got Reverend Sophie and Father Neil in the studio. Good morning, both.
Morning.
Morning, Gina.
Morning. How are we getting on?
Good. Gina being a little bit prophetic there by saying, is somebody going to get lucky this morning? Because kind of that actually feeds into the confession this morning.
Oh.
Interesting.
I
I
do love confession. First of all, how's Sam getting on?
Sam, the trainee vicar, is getting on very, very well. In fact, when we turned up at the studio this morning, Reverend Sophie said, "Where's Sam?" And I was sort of like, well, he's with me today, and I've got a 13-hour day today. I'm just doing non-stop until 9 tonight. And
we've both got 13 hours.
We have both got 13 hours.
Yes.
Yeah. It's one of those days where we're together quite a lot today, but we've got a big meeting this evening and stuff. And I said, he's only a trainee, and his family are down here, and he's on holiday. So I've said, you can have a bit of a lie-in this morning, and then shadow me this morning. You can have an afternoon off to take the kids to the beach. Nice. And then you're out until 9:30 this evening. So
okay.
So he did say to send his love, and that he was disappointed that his budding radio career has been short.
Already.
Yeah.
Oh dear. And then I'm just trying to cast my mind back. Last week's confession. Was it the half cups of tea?
It was half cups of tea.
Yeah. Reverend Sophie, have you heeded that advice?
What, I'm giving people half cups of tea?
Yeah.
Well, do you know? No, I haven't.
No,
they're still getting a full cup.
Then you're like, come on in. I've got all this to do, but no, come on in. Come on in.
Fine. Yeah.
I played the clip from my youngest daughter, who is not awake at this time of the day, and she said that she would just open the door with a cup of tea, and if she didn't want them to come in, throw the tea in their face and just shut the door behind them. So
brutal.
Yes.
Wow.
I was going to say, just give them the cup and shut the door and say, there you go, enjoy.
Yeah.
I think if I started giving people half cups of tea, I wouldn't be doing my job very well, would I really? I mean, if you and I were to start kind of trying to push people out the door, that would kind of be, right. The whole point of our job is to be there for people. Yes. So, yeah.
Although it did lead to a discussion with another colleague who said that the key is not actually to make half cups of tea, but just to consistently make really, really bad tea. Really bad tea, really bad coffee, and just so that it percolates. See what I did there? Percolates out around the parish, so that people, when people come to the door and you say, "Oh, would you like me to make you a cup of tea?" No, I can't stay. Sorry, can't stay. Your coffee tastes like mud, and your tea tastes like seawater.
I love that. We've got Anna King with us this morning. She says, morning all.
Morning.
And Maria Sky, I think this is in response to Sam spending all day with you. Morning, guys. Feel sorry for Sam today. Lots of laughing emojis.
See, the banter that's coming from out around the town is it's increasing every week, isn't it?
It is.
The gang is getting involved, and we love it.
Yes.
Send your messages via social media or via the app.
Yes.
Particularly the banter. I think the banter is great.
Yeah.
It's fabulous.
Yeah, because normally I'm the target. That's why you like it.
Yes. Oh, come on, be fair. Normally you make me the target.
Well, but you might think that I couldn't possibly comment.
I couldn't possibly comment.
Right then.
Yeah.
Have you got your music at the ready? Because I am ready to do my little
Are you ready? Are we ready?
We're ready.
Here we go.
These are my confessions. These are my confessions. These are my confessions.
Our confessions today. Today we're going to be led. Father Neil, you've been harvesting confessions. You've had this one for a little while, actually. We've made a member of your flock wait.
Well, yes, not so much a member of my flock. So just the introduction is, I sent out a message to the rest of the team saying, I've just got back from McDonald's. This is the 9th of July. I just got back from McDonald's, where I overheard and then waded into a gorgeous conversation between two college students, the eponymous author and her male best friend. So cute. I asked if I could anonymize the conversation and put it on the air. They said yes, so here it is. Are we ready?
Ready.
Are we sitting comfortably?
We are.
Then I'll begin. I am a hopeful little lesbian who has significant hearing loss and wears hearing aids. Recently, I met this girl I really like, but she is really shy and she has trouble opening up her feelings to me. We got into the habit of calling each other last thing at night, and we talk and talk and talk as we fall asleep. I usually say something along the lines of, "Good night, I'm taking my ears off now." Except I rarely do when I say that. She usually says something that she thinks is going to my deaf ears, but I'm really listening to her. She says cute little things like how she thinks I'm pretty, and I don't know whether to tell her I'm actually hearing this. Is this lying? I hope she doesn't notice because she's very self-conscious about saying these things, and I don't want to hurry the situation along, as she might be the one. G&T and alive and kicking. What should I do?
Oh,
It's so cute.
that is very cute.
I don't think we should get
Oh.
involved with this. We should just leave it to it.
Oh, says
Yeah.
Gina. This is not a dating show. This is confession.
Yeah.
This is not. I mean, it's just lovely, isn't it? It's very sweet, and I think she obviously feels a bit guilty for it. But at the same time, I'm not sure that she really has. I mean, I suppose it is a bit naughty listening without letting them know you've been listening. But I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna sit with that one for a minute. I'm feeling a little bit overcome with emotions.
Aww.
Just
It's
We
very
love love.
sweet. We do love love.
Love.
And
a
of
little
course,
bit
we're in the pre-prandial bliss of waiting for wedding bells to chime.
Mhm.
We're going to take Tom to have his eyebrows shaved off, ready for the great day.
Yeah.
Immediately
Yeah,
after
it
the show is
does need a
finished.
little bit of tweaking.
Shave
Yeah.
one off and just lines in the other. That's the one.
Yeah. Big face tattoo.
Yeah.
Sort of like dopey.
Yeah. Gina, this reminds me of the secret art of pillow talk. Is what this confession's all about.
Thanks for coming to me first. I don't know. I just. I'm stuck with this one because I don't really want to. I don't want to ruin things. You see, I don't want to sort of be saying the wrong thing and ruining the relationship. It's difficult.
Well,
I
I tell you who is weighing in straight away.
Go on.
Maria Sky.
Yes.
Be honest. Straight from the beginning, be honest. If she is the one, then honesty is the best policy. So that's where Maria's at. And talking about that secret art of pillow talk, what's the key thing here is that what's being said by the other person isn't being coerced or anything. It's something that they want to say and they want to share.
Yes.
So actually, that gift of giving and receiving is still being completed. And actually, biding the time a little bit, and they're still getting comfortable, and they seem to know each other like and themselves really well, and maybe that's what's needed to bridge that gap.
Maybe we could think about progressive honesty.
Yeah.
So maybe we could advise that hopeful little lesbian says to her budding girlfriend, "Oh, I didn't quite manage to get my ears off last night before I heard you say something really nice. That was really lovely, and I appreciate you saying it." And giving her the confidence. And then maybe when the relationship is more secure, then saying, "Actually, I've got a confession to make. Not only did I listen to everything you said, but I also pimped out the story to Pure West Radio." Because to be honest with you, I think actually the greatest sin, and I'm completely complicit in this, is allowing me to use this for entertainment value for the people of Pembrokeshire and the world.
Yes.
Father Neil, you are not forgiven.
I am not forgiven.
That's an easier one. I cannot forgive
not
Father
forgive
Neil.
that one. Although I'm here for it. Like I love it. We are going to come back to you, Reverend Sophie, but Anna's in. By the time till the other person wants to tell them, yes, that it's a good idea. That's a good idea, Father Neil. Don't spoil a good thing at this present moment in time, because you're still in that little foundation stage, aren't you?
Oh, when we're in a relationship with somebody, whether it's a romantic relationship or a work relationship or a budding friendship or something like this, we don't just do a big data dump at the beginning, do we? You gradually,
Father Neil does.
well, yeah, okay. You gradually reveal more and more about yourself as you get to know each other. So yeah, I think play into that, lean into that hard.
I think Father Neil and I had been friends about a week when he managed to dump everything, like there was a data dump on me. I think we did it on a podcast, didn't we?
We did it live on air on a podcast. Yes, this is how we came to know each other. Somebody suggested that Reverend Sophie interview me for a short podcast that she was doing. 35 minutes was each session.
I had to do 2.
She had to do 2
because I couldn't show him off.
Yeah,
here's me.
Yeah, that's right.
It was like 2-hour-long podcast.
It was. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, I like that. I'm quite similar. I'm really quite shy and reserved. And then if I connect with someone, right, here's my life story.
Yeah.
Here it is. Take it all.
I've never heard it.
Oh, Gina. You're not in the inner circle.
We're not connected. No.
Well,
no.
no, because she's had it as a dribble for exactly 2 years.
A dribble.
Yeah.
Did you say exactly?
Exactly.
It has been 2 years to the day that the Gina
It's
and
your
Tom-
anniversary!
It's our anniversary!
I totally forgot. Anna was right this morning. Do you know
today? That's the theme of confessions.
Yeah.
we spoke to Anna earlier on the pub quiz, and I said, I'll make a note of that. I'll put it in my diary. She said, yes, but it'll make no difference because you'll forget about it. And I said, no, but it's true. I've got this written that it's 2 years today, and I'd forgotten all about it.
18th of July.
The 18th of July was the first time that the Gina and Tom breakfast show was more than just a handover at 8 o'clock. It became a full breakfast show.
Proper
So thank
thing.
you, everyone, for keeping us still here. And I suppose it's that pivotal moments in relationships. It might be what's the name? The pseudonym?
Hopeful little lesbian.
Hopeful little lesbian. It might be on an anniversary in the future, and they're like, "Oh, do you remember when we were first together?" And I used to say that I was doing that, and then you can use it as a benchmark. Then,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Right,
So,
I'm coming in now after we've had
Okay,
a bit
you
of,
can.
yeah,
we've had thoughts.
yeah, we've had thoughts. I'm coming back in. So I am saying forgiven for what you've done. Okay.
Mhm.
Because I think that it is just keeping you both together, and at least you both know, well, one knows where the other one's coming from, and it means that it hasn't frightened the person, has it? Because they know
Nope.
what the other partner is thinking. So I think this is going to build onto a great relationship going forward, and forgiven.
Yay!
Yay!
So Reverend Sophie's forgiven. Gina's forgiven. I kind of how can I put this in a radio friendly manner? I pre-forgave.
Okay.
Because I was actually involved in that conversation in McDonald's.
Yes.
And I was sort of like, "Oh, honey, no, it's okay. Don't be hard on yourself.
Yeah.
It's the early stages of the relationship," and that sort of stuff. Because I was earwigging. I was listening to Hopeful Little Lesbian talk to her
You're not
male
forgiven
best
for that
friend. Pardon?
You're not forgiven for that.
Not
either.
forgiven that either.
No.
And Hopeful Little Lesbian had her back to me, and best friend could see me reacting and going sort of like, "Oh, so sweet." And actually, best friend invited me to weigh into the conversation. Maybe the vicar has something to say about this. So
Yeah.
I didn't just inject myself
Okay.
into this random conversation. But yeah, pre-forgiven.
Yeah.
So I suffered from premature absolution.
Be careful.
Premature absolution. I like that. I like Anna. Anna has also forgiven. It's on the screen for us now. If you're watching this on social media, I too forgive. Because those beginning relationships, and particularly if you're a college student, I'm assuming they're of a certain age, you're still trying to figure out who you are, what you're comfortable with, and they're working through this together. And they found this model whereby they can spend time with each other. One person still gets to say what they want to say. The other person is getting it. That's only going to lead to nicer things in the future, because it's actually quite a nice little thing. And I wonder, like, you're taking a risk by whispering something when you're next to them that they still might hear it, even though there might be hearing loss.
Yeah.
So you wanted it to be received in some manner, even if it was, "Oh, what was that?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing." Oh,
Yeah.
oh, like they're trying. And I like that. So I too forgive. Maria Sky, because you haven't actually said your answer yet, have you, Sophie?
No.
Oh,
So we'll come back to
I thought you had.
No, we'll come back. Maria Sky, I forgive, as she's probably anxious about this whole thing, but still feel honesty is the best policy. And whispering sweet nothings lead to nice things, says Anna. Reverend Sophie.
I agree. I think forgiven is definitely the way forward, but I also think that going forward, honesty is probably the best policy for the relationship in the long run. So I think it's kind of a bit of a double-edged sword, really.
You can only
The
pretend
fact that she's thinking about this, the fact she's talking with her best friend about this, and she's worried about this, is a really, really good sign.
Yes.
Because it means that she's thinking, oh, I really do need to be honest, but at the same time, this person is really shy, and I don't want to put them off, and I don't want to put them in a bad place. And so, yeah, I think it's a clean sweep, isn't it?
I think she's thinking of the other person. I think that's the
Yes.
most important thing.
That's what's happening. That's how I'm interpreting it as well. What then feel comfortable that they can say it, and now, it's happened more than once, which means I need to do something, but I don't know what. So I believe that it is a clean sweep.
Clean sweep.
Woo!
Yes! Pembrokeshire, we love.
Love.
We do love.
And in fact,
Maybe there's another show there. Love. We just do a whole show on loving.
That's a different show.
That's completely different. Reverend Sophie. What you watch on the internet, Reverend Sophie, is entirely up to you.
What I will say, this Saturday, for Hopeful Little Lesbian, the Pembrokeshire Pride have got their Festival of Inclusion at Foundry House in Pembroke. So yeah, if you want to go along to that, it's 1 till 9 p.m. There's going to be a youth tent there. There's going to be food and street vendors. So yeah, again, one for music. So
just a word of caution to our listeners: if you're going and you see a young lady with 2 hearing aids, please don't walk up to her and go, "Are you hopeful little lesbian?" Okay, because you're going to put her on the spot. Okay.
Love that. So yeah, clean sweep of forgivens. We love that. And of course, on Sunday, Alive and Kicking.
Alive and Kicking this Sunday morning, coming to you with messages of love, messages of hope.
I like this.
Like that, yes.
We're doing all right. We do love. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll
It's
see
been
you
a joy.
this weekend as well.
Yes, I'll see you on Saturday before.
Very excited about Saturday.
Ooh, it's happening. It's happening. Also, what's happening? Do you know what we got up next?
We've got Unscrambled. We've got celebrations. So stand by. Am I right?
Yeah, you are correct. Well done.
Even a broken
Hallelujah.
And we've got a track. Joe joined us for the pub quiz earlier on. He's put a song request in. That's on the way, as are your Watsons of the Great Wedlock Farm and Deer Park, and a traffic update with Link Taxis. Reverend Sophie, Father Neil, thank you so much as ever for confessions and bringing that story to us. If you want to have our thoughts on a Thursday morning, we are going to be taking a little bit of a break. So plenty of time to get your stories in. You can email them to studio@purewestradio.com, and come August, we'll be back with the Council of the Breakfast Show and Alive and Kicking.
We will.
Amazing.
Lovely.
We'll be back.
Hilariously, the next song, we do care, but the song we're playing is called Couldn't Care Less. It's unrelated.
The Breakfast Show with Gina and Tom. Weekday